So, how you doing?
Okay.
Great. I watched Blind Fury. I watched Blind Fury last night,
Oh yeah.
starring Rutger Hauer,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a friend from Holland named Walter, and I think that Dutch people are like they have certain like idiosyncratic quirks, like the way that remember the part where he eats the chili sauce and he kind of like does this goofy face because it's too hot.
Right.
It reminds me very much of this guy Walter, like just sort of the same way that he kind of tries to be funny and stuff. So anyways, today we are talking about Blind Fury, which is a sort of a foreign remake of Zatoichi movie.
Right.
Zatoichi Challenged, I think specifically, which is like about where he has to take some kid on a journey somewhere. Did you ever see that one?
Probably. I mean, I've seen them all.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 29 of them or something.
Yeah, and in those ones, Zatoichi's played famously by Hanzo the Razor, whatever his name is.
Shintaro Katsu.
Katsu, right? I didn't realize that that guy like was so prolific. You know, he played Zatoichi. Yeah. He plays Hanzo the Razor. I mean, leave some for the rest of us. You know, what the hell?
Also, his brother is the guy from Lone Wolf and Cub.
They look the same.
Yeah. So it's like a show business family, superstars.
Have you seen the Shogun Assassin, like the American kind of cobbled together?
I have. I hate it.
Yeah. I put that on last night because I wanted to watch something dubbed because I was sort of, my attention was compromised, so I needed to have something that I could listen to it and follow it. How many other examples of movies are there like that, where they just kind of like took a bunch of movies, like maybe 2 or 3 movies, and then just chopped it all up and then sort of re-released it, you know?
That's a good question.
Because I can think of
not to that extent with like the narration and the music and I can't think of one.
Yeah, I know they used to do that with like Power Rangers. They used to get the Japanese TV show, and then they would just like they would do at least the diligence of like shooting extra footage and like show, you know, here we are in high school in America, in Southern California, and then when the bad guys show up, they switch over to like Japanese television.
So it would have white kids playing the Rangers, or
not
at least
not just white,
Western kids,
American kids.
And did they have the white Power Ranger?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
That's cool. Actually, that's funny. I just saw a video of the guy who plays the white Power Ranger beat up. Like he was a UFC fight. He died actually. He was a UFC fighter like maybe several years before he died. And I just saw him beat a guy in 40 seconds. Nice. He was a pretty scrappy little fella. That guy. Was
it a white guy or a black guy?
I know, right? I would have been nice if he were a non-white guy, but no, he was a white guy also.
Oh, was he Jewish?
I don't know. I mean, I doubt it, you know?
Right.
But, All right, so we are talking about motherfucking Blind Fury. What'd you think of this movie? You want to sort of take the reins in this one? This was sort of came from your side of the court.
Well, I had never seen it before. Somebody suggested it to me. I I thought it was pretty stupid.
Yeah, me too.
Um,
I'd seen it before, and I kind of knew that, but I thought, oh, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm old enough to appreciate Blind Fury.
but I mean, I like I said, I've seen, not to brag, I've seen all the Zatoichi movies, and I really, I saw them for the first time long ago, so I have a deep affection for them. Um, but whatever magic is in those movies is not here at all.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
is sad too, because I do like, whenever I see Rutger Hauer in a terrible movie, I feel bad for him because he is very good. Like, just his screen presence is great. Uh, but yeah, after Serta, he was, I guess, after Blade Runner, it just never, uh, it never really worked out.
yeah. Like he's arresting in Blade Runner, and then
Right.
everything else, he just seems like a joke, like Split Second or something like that. You're just
I
like,
never saw Split Second, but I saw, like, even like The Hitcher is just okay in this, and Lady Hawk is really boring. Um,
was Flesh and Blood before? Well, I guess that kind of doesn't count because it's like,
well, that's like one of the Verhoeven. That's when, because
yeah,
I'm not clear about that story. I think those guys, Paul Verhoeven and Rutger Hauer, had a bit of a falling out.
right.
Like like when they were making movies in wherever,
Holland.
Holland, Denmark, like Flesh and Blood and um, Soldier of Orange, and uh, I'm trying to think of the sexy one,
Turkish Delight.
Turkish Delight. You know, that was like Paul Verhoeven's, Robert De Niro or something. Like, he just was using him. But then I think there was something that happened when either Rutger Hauer went to the U.S. to make movies, or Verhoeven. There was a split took place, and I
Paul
feel
Verhoeven
like
probably tried to make a move on him. Tried to undo his zipper and pull out his penis and suck on it.
yeah, he probably Me Too'd him. But I don't, Rutger Hauer, like, never recovered after Blade Runner.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
And you see, like, there's a movie he did before Blade Runner, which I remember liking. It's not a great movie, but I always thought it was a cool movie, which was Nighthawks with Sylvester Stallone, where he plays a cop with Billy D. Williams. And I remember seeing that as a kid, and it kind of, like, really, especially the ending. I really love that ending of the movie. It's worth seeing if you haven't seen it.
Okay. Okay. I won't ask you what it is then. I haven't seen Nighthawks myself.
I mean, like I said, I saw it when I was a kid, and it was like a fun cop movie. But I like Sylvester Stallone. I like Rutger Hauer.
I think, like, it was recently Paul Verhoeven's birthday, and my friend of the show, Bruce LaBruce, posted about it. Happy birthday, Paul Verhoeven! And he only posts people who, like, are either gay or, like, gay adjacent. And he's
Okay.
like, I interviewed in the post. He's like, I interviewed Paul Verhoeven for when I worked at a magazine many years ago, and I asked him about if he was gay, and he said, "Well, I'm not, but I think that I could have been gay. I think that it's sort of that everyone has, like, the ability to go one way or the other, like in their life, and it's sort of just their life path that causes them to go that way. For example, there was there was a kid in my gym class, and whenever he would get ready for swimming, I would look at his body, and he looked like a sculpture of Hermes from Greek mythology. And boy, oh boy, I was sexually turned on by that. But I ended up not being gay. But I think that I could have been. And I was like, huh. So it makes me think that maybe he tried to suck Rutger Hauer's dick, trying to get a look at that fucking Greek obelisk in his pants.
There used to be, there was this show called, I think it was Eagle Heart with Chris Elliott.
Oh, I remember that show.
And I think that it was this show that had this sequence in it where like this guy, he comes out to his family and he's like, I'm gay. He might even have like, I don't know if he had like, he was diagnosed with something AIDS. Terminal. So he had to like, he had to sort of come out and be like, I'm gay. And then he goes and has a gay experience and he comes back to his family and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gay.
Yeah. I'm not gay. It turns out I'm actually homophobic.
Yeah, I just took it up the ass. I'm not gay.
I've seen that variants of that bit on like as stand-up comedy routines. Mm-hmm. The punchline being, so it turns out after watching all this gay pornography, I don't think I'm gay, but I may actually be homophobic.
I had to come out to my family as homophobic.
Yeah, I had to come up.
Boy, were they upset.
Okay, so let's take a look at this fucking movie. Directed by a fella named Philip Noyce.
Nice job on the film.
Nice job. Could have been a little bit nicer if you ask me. You got Rutger Hauer as the blind guy, Nick Parker. And then you got Terry O'Quinn, credited as Terrence O'Quinn, la-di-da.
Stepfather.
And then also...
It's been pre-stepfather.
No, it's actually post-stepfather.
Okay.
Stepfather's 87.
His performance in this is like completely unimportant. Like he's just so... He's just basically he plays the role in order to make the story happen. Other than that, he doesn't really serve a purpose.
I would even push back against that. I'd say that he doesn't really help the story. Like there's a part towards the end where he's, Rutger Hauer's like those two guys, they take that fucking cable car, a gondola, like ski lift to the top, and then whatever, they escape in a way that doesn't make any sense. And then all of a sudden, then a bunch of stuff's happening and they're shooting guys and they're hiding between the lockers and everything else. And then, there's a part where they surround Rutger Hauer, and then the lights get pulled by Terry O'Quinn,
right?
And then so what's the analogy? The playing field has been leveled,
right?
No one can see. We're all blind. But of course, Rutger Hauer, can hear. I guess he does everything.
Well, it doesn't matter to him that the lights are out. The lights are always out.
Right. Yes, but I mean, what I'm trying to get across is that like he's able to sort of get past his disability by hearing. He uses his hearing to do all this shit. Am I wrong, or is it just he just has developed some sort of chi sort of energy or something by studying with those Asian people?
Well, I mean, in the original movies, I mean, you don't get a lot of that backstory. Like you don't really know like how. I don't even think you know how he went blind. There's like, if you watch all the movies, there's like little seeds of things here or there where you learn like, oh, this guy might have been his teacher, or this guy was, he was an orphan, or, so you get like little seeds, but you don't get the amount of information that they give you in this, Blind Fury. And when he's fighting when Shintaro Katsu is fighting, he's just like kind of like hunkered down and he's like twitching. His blind man performance is incredible. Like I remember when I first saw these movies, like I was like, I think this guy's really blind. He seems like he just with his like the way his face is twitching and his eyes are rolled back into his head. He just seemed like a real fucking blind guy. But then when he does the sword fighting, it's like amazing. It's so fast and natural. And you just see him kind of like hunkered down, twitching, and he kind of seems to sense where everybody is. There's a little bit of like something supernatural going on. And there's also this aspect to those movies too, to the Japanese movies, where like this guy is literally death incarnate. Like he's coming, he sort of rolls into town, and you know he kind of is like this bumbling, goofy guy that everybody's kind of picking on and making fun of, but he literally is. By the end of the movie, there's going to be at least 100 bodies on the ground, and then he just leaves, and he has no real emotional connection to anyone, and he knows that. Like even any sort of emotional connection he creates during the course of the movie ends in some way, and then he moves on.
Yep.
Yeah, and here, like it feels like they have to sort of over-explain, like, why is this guy blind? How did he learn how to do what he's doing? How does he have these abilities? We have to kind of like, make sure everybody knows that he hears the guys moving around him. We don't need those explanations in the Japanese ones.
Well, I don't even like. I'm just asking because I know that there's the reason why I brought it up is because there's a part where he's like at the end he's like on a. I guess they're in like. Where the fuck are they? Like because I know that they're in Reno at one point, but then later on they're on like some kind of mountain with snow, and like so right. What is that? What is that place? Is it like a skiing chalet, like a lodge or some shit, or like, there's like lockers? I don't really know.
I might have been fading at that point, but yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was like some mountain range in the Rockies or something. I don't know.
But there's a stage, there's a place for a live performance. Like there's a
right.
Place
well, it looked like it was like the gondola goes up to like some kind of
like a chalet, like some kind. I've never been to a place like that, but I guess it's some sort of place where like, oh, you're staying the weekend for skiing. Well, when it's nighttime, we have like a place for you to partake in non-skiing activities.
Yeah, there's like we put on shows.
Merrymaking. It's for merrymaking.
Right.
Right. So so then like there's a part where he like I don't know like knocks a microphone off the stand and it starts to feedback and it's like beep, and it's like and he panics and he tries to stop it from making noise, and that indicated to me like it's like, oh, this is his weakness, like if this fucking feedback persists, he loses the edge, so to speak. But that never actually factors into the story at all. Like that happens for a second, and then he fixes. He writes the microphone, he puts it back on the stand, and then it's like, yep, okay. The bad guys show up, and then the lights go out, and this is what I'm taking the long road to get to this part. He's surrounded, and then the lights go out by Terry O'Quinn. He pulls the fuse, and then Rutger Hauer starts to kill everybody with his sword. And then off to the side, like maybe like 20 feet away, Terry O'Quinn is lighting fireworks and throwing them at the bad guys and just being like, "Go to hell, you bastards!" Ha ha ha! And he's just throwing like annoying firecrackers like at these guys, and it's so funny because it's just like. Because there's a flashback where he does that earlier. Like that's his thing. Is he's just a guy who throws.
He learned that in Vietnam.
He learned that in Vietnam, throwing black cat fireworks at people that just make them go like, what the hell, man? Like it's just sort of mildly annoying. And this is Terry O'Quinn's whole thing. So indeed, like that sort of dovetails very elegantly into sort of his role as a character in the story of this film. He just kind of is I guess he's there. Like you do notice him, but in terms of like actual efficacy, he's about as effective as throwing in a black cat firework at a guy. You know.
Right, and the movie also lacks all like there should be more kind of like a build up where the Rutger Hauer character is having fights
Sex.
with, well,
having sex.
That would have been nice.
It would have been actually good if he like that's what the thing, because it is sort of like this like road movie where he has to take a long trip, and it would be good if he like it would be good if he had sex with some hooker, and he was like, all right, son, you want to learn to be a man, and he gets the son a hooker too, you know. But
well, it sort of felt like as soon as the kid kind of like comes on board, and like their kind of interaction where the kid is like a real ball buster, and he's trying to deal with it, that this was meant to be a family picture,
a family affair with the amputation of various hands.
Even though that kid was like really something like super gay about that kid.
That's Brandon Call from the TV show Step by Step with Suzanne Summers and what's his name? Patrick Duffy. Yeah.
Because it's even funny at the end when they're leaving, they get on the bus and the kid's like, "We're going to San Francisco."
Yeah. We're going to San Francisco. I can't wait to check out the fashion district.
But like, there's in the Japanese movies, like there's like these little skirmishes that happen, where like these showdowns and stuff that happen throughout the course of the movie until you
go
get to the big one at the
showdown.
End.
Yeah, go on.
And you don't really get that here. It just feels silly. And I'm not like looking at Rutger Hauer's swordsmanship.
It's okay.
Looking at his swordsmanship, it's not strong.
Yeah, no. I mean, to be honest, I do get a little amped. Like that first bit when he's in the where fucking Meg Foster gets shot by that.
That's my favorite part of the movie. Actually.
I know. It's what's that bad guy who's in everything? Who's in like
the guy from Raising Arizona.
And I mean, he's probably
Ernest Goes to Jail.
Yeah, famous. You're a big Ernest guy, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't like tell you one from the other, but.
Oh, I mean, Ernest Goes to Jail is the one where he goes to jail. You remembered that the
Ernest
fucking,
Saves Christmas is when he saves Christmas.
Right.
But I mean, there's still something like very similar about them all, even though like they have very specific titles.
Well, he's got to run through the Ernest catalog, you know.
I can't believe that guy's gone.
He's got to look in the toilet and go, ew. Oh man, no one did it like Ernest. I'll tell you that much. Hats off to him.
Well, also people forget that like
coffee on the floor.
He was like playing like multiple characters in one show.
Yeah, like the old lady with the neck brace.
And she'd be like,
yeah, she'd be like, I don't know if that's the right thing to. I don't know if those are the right kind of scissors to use for that.
Like some kind of thing like that. Like she's like a nag.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck Jim Varney. What a guy. What an anomaly! What a bizarre. He's kind of, you know what he's like. He's kind of like the American Crocodile Dundee, just like some guy, some gay guy who just for some reason connected with the American psyche.
That's probably like a Bruce LaBruce favorite.
Oh, for sure. He's like famously gay actor Jim Varney, born on this day in 1956. All right, so. Oh yeah. So, anyways, like the part where he's in the house and the cops come, and then the cops are being paid by they're Raising Arizona guy, and then Rutger Hauer tries to intervene, and then the woman gets shot like brutally with a shotgun, but not before the kid is knocked unconscious, so he doesn't witness this. And then Rutger Hauer has has a cane with him, but his cane has a sword hidden within.
Right.
And he first thing he does, he cuts off the hand holding the gun of the cop, and then he wounds everybody else, and then he kills the black cop.
And then Raising Arizona jumps out the window.
Yeah, exactly. He jumps through the window. Yeah, and you think, oh, well, this will be cool. Like they just cut off a guy's hand. Like
right.
That's like, what else am I going to see get cut off? And indeed,
because it's sort of like that sequence sort of sets up this movie. It's like, oh, this movie's like going for it. Like it's fucking hardcore. Yeah. But then once they leave the house, and then he's like taking the kid on the bus, and it never gets back to that place. Like after that, it just seems like a goofy, silly romp, like road trip. And then like Nick Cassavetes and the other, like everybody's like, all the bad guys are like goofy. Yeah. Even the cut to like the first time that we cut to Reno, Nevada, like after the little thing that happens in that Mexican bar, right. You know, where he's like, hey man, you need some salsa on your burrito. Do you want spicy or mild? You know, he's like, I'll have mild, please. I also like how that guy who's teasing him, he like gets up and he's got his like t-shirt like tied, like just completely ineffectually, like for no reason. Just the bottom of his t-shirt is like tied in a little bow, and you're just like, all right, yeah, this is like what the director thinks. We're like, what a tough guy. Yeah. That's just what a tough guy. Like, what does a tough guy do? Well, he ties the bottom of his shirt into a little cute little bow at the bottom. Let's see what Philip Noyce. What kind of? Oh, you know why? Australian. Oh, there you go. That's the one. Filmography. Oh, Dead Calm. You ever see Dead Calm with Sam Neill? A long time ago. I don't remember much about it. It's all right. Not a bad movie. He did Clear and Present Danger. Not into that. He did Sliver with Sharon Stone and one of the Baldwin bros. Yeah, it's all right. I remember wanting to see that because I wanted to beat off to it when I was a kid. But I don't think that I ever watched the whole thing. Say what? I said, did you succeed in that dream? I mean, probably not. It's not too late. Yeah, it's true. You know, maybe after we get off the call. After we get off the call, you can get off to Sliver. I can get off myself to Billy Baldwin. Yeah, Billy Baldwin. I don't remember being. I don't remember finding that movie too arousing. I remember actually very clearly seeing Basic Instinct at my aunt's house. She had like satellite, and I was downstairs alone, and Basic Instinct came on. I saw that opening scene, and I was opening leg scene. No, the opening sex scene with Sharon Stone. Like it's just like sex, and I was just like, this is pornography. Like I was shocked, and I got like just like my dick wanted to like get erect like faster than it could, and I just had this like crazy like aching pain in my pants, and I was just like, holy shit. And then like it was just like this very like violent like early sexual experience, and then after, and I didn't beat off, and then after it was over, I went up to like have, they were like, Robert, dinner, and I came upstairs and I was just like all fucked up, and they were trying to talk to me, and I couldn't respond because I was just all like your Basic Instinct. Yeah, I was completely overwhelmed by my basic instincts, and then for a long time, like that was just like the most sexually explicit thing that I'd ever seen in my entire life. So like Sharon Stone specifically was like what's the word? Kind of a formative character in my development of a sexual being. Yeah, I remember Sliver came hot on the heels of that one, and I remember it being disappointing. Does she show her pussy in that one? Oh no. Oh. Well, I guess I won't be watching. Oh, but it was written by Joe Esterhazy. Right. So. But I think it became clear that Basic Instinct worked because of Paul Verhoeven more than Joe Esterhazy.
Yeah, for sure. Joe Esterhazy. There was a little period of time where he was rolling around, like doing like, you know, talk shows and shit. Like he would show up on Letterman or something.
He looked a little like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
He did, and he did. You know what else he wrote? He wrote Betrayed, the Tom Berenger film.
Right? Did he do Showgirls as well? Did he write Showgirls?
I mean, he must. I would put my life on it. Yeah, I think he did. Why? Do you have something to say about Showgirls?
Not at the moment.
Well, he did. He wrote Showgirls. He also wrote Flashdance. You've never seen Flashdance, right?
No.
That movie stinks, by the way. It's.
Okay.
I think it came out at a time when people like, when sort of music videos were like just starting,
Right.
and it is a lot like a music video in a well, not in a good way or a bad way. It's just like a music video. It's very light on plot, and it's just very big on fast cutting and stuff, you know.
Right.
And they have this, you know, sort of like fit girl with
Jennifer
perky tits
Beals.
and a night ass, and people just responded to it for some reason. But like you watch it today,
I think it was the soundtrack. I think the soundtrack was like a huge fucking success. I used to play those, and like those scenes that were played in the music videos from the movie. I mean, they were a big deal.
You compare it to like other dancing movies that came a little later, you know, but still from, you know, it's the same decade.
Well, like Footloose, which I'd never seen.
Yeah.
And Dirty Dancing, which I've never seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all those. I've never been big into dance movies.
Yeah. I mean, you know, me neither. But I.
Right.
It's true. It's my secret. I actually like dancing movies. That's why I love Bollywood so much. That's why I love Indian food so much. It's because I like dancing movies.
Dancing to the bathroom.
But like Footloose, I think is actually a good movie. Like in terms of how it maintains my attention, and like I'm very invested in what's going on.
Well, like Saturday Night Fever.
Oh fuck yeah, there you go. There's a great dancing movie.
That's a great dancing movie.
That predates Flashdance.
Right.
Like take a fucking few notes from Saturday Night Fever. Fucking.
But it's got a strong story, strong characters, and that sort of elevates it above just being a dance movie. But yeah, I don't think Flashdance was really trying to go, make anything interesting here.
No, I mean, like I disagree. I think they were. I think they were trying to do.
Oh, I've never seen it, so.
They were trying to do something like more modern, like, you know, hear me out. Let's get away. This is Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer. Let's listen. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get away from plot. We're gonna make this just pure sexual force. You know, like they're just trying to do something that's like, hey, look, listen. It's the fucking 80s. You know, we got to go away from the 70s mentality. People don't care about stories. They don't care about what's going on in the family, like at the family table. They don't want to see fucking John Travolta tucking the tablecloth into.
Well, the thing is too is like
collar.
With Saturday Night Fever, at that point, there was such anti-70s, anti-disco feeling, sentiment that was going on. Like when the 80s started to come in, like, you know, it was almost just like overnight. No more bell bottoms, leisure suits. All that was like a fucking joke. So, and that movie, Saturday Night Fever, was seen as like, this is sort of like the flagship movie of that whole era. It was just looked at as like garbage. So, you know, this was all like Flashdance is like a reaction to that. Like a moving forward.
Yeah. Um, mm, and I don't bring up Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer. You know, I don't bring them up randomly. They were the force. This was the movie that made them, by the way. Flashdance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Later on, they would well, hold on, when did it come out? 83. So then Top Gun would have come out. Top Gun was the big one for them, and that came out in 86. So this is what kind of got them their footing.
I never seen Top Gun.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, you should watch that movie. It's been documented, meticulously about how it actually is about Tom Cruise being gay.
You're not selling it.
No, I mean, like as a cultural curiosity, watch it, and you will see that this is a film about Tom Cruise, who's on the fence about whether he's like Paul Verhoeven. He's on the fence about whether or not he's gay or not.
He sees some Greek statue, Val Kilmer, in the locker room.
Yeah. No, watch Top Gun and with that in mind, and you'll be like, this is a little too thinly veiled in its message.
What's more gay, Top Gun or Powder?
I mean, yeah, Powder. I mean, it was written by like a homosexual pedophile. That's about as. I mean, this statement might get me in trouble, but like a pedophile is like really sort of just like your boss, your final boss gay.
I don't even know what that means, but all right.
Like a regular gay
boss,
like a regular gay guy is.
Well, you're implying that like people are constantly fighting gays, and then like the final fight is against them. You misunderstand. Final boss means sort of like the apotheosis of the thing. Right.
So like, what's wrong with your ears? You okay?
Well, suddenly like this thing is hurting my ear. I don't know what's going on.
You're getting hot under the collar because we're talking about gays too much.
I feel I have like a penis in my ear.
I have a gay guy's penis in my ear. Two gay guys are standing next to me.
It's busting my ear open.
Yeah. I'm just joking. I love gay guys. I'm gay myself. I have AIDS myself.
Good save.
I'm a bug chaser. Yeah, okay, so fuck. I mean, how much more do you want to talk about fucking Blind Fury? There's that part where he spits, where the kid's like, hey, mister, I found a candy for you. They gave me a candy in there. You want a candy? And he's like, oh, I knew there was a sweet little boy in there somewhere. He takes the rock that the kid gives him, pebble off the ground, puts it in his mouth, does a fucking little, kind of a funny thing where he pretends to like chew on it, and he's like, oh, it's a rock, and then the kid's like, and then he swallows it, or seems to swallow it, and then he spits it in the kid's face and hits him in the forehead, and then the kid goes,
that gag is ripped completely from Zatoichi.
It is, but right. with one difference. Zatoichi doesn't spit it at the kid in Zatoichi. He just spits it on the ground, and then the kid runs away, scared for some reason, and then Zatoichi chases him, like kind of pretending to be a monster, like oh, like that down the way, and I clocked that too. Like when I was watching that, I was like, this seems old. This seems like something that would be in like a movie that took place in like the 15th
60s. Century.
No, like picking up a rock and pretending it was candy, like anyway. So there's that part, that's,
and then I also like when
part.
the second time Raising Arizona gets thrown out of a window, or falls out of a window, and then because at the end he falls out of the window, and he falls down a matte painting of a cliff, which like you can't even see the bottom of, and you watch his body split in two because he's been chopped in two by.
Yeah, it's not the background isn't a matte painting. The background is a real photograph, but he's been matted in, and I believe it's like they did it the same technique that they did. We've been talking about Paul Verhoeven, the same technique where Ronnie Cox falls out the window, where they use a stop motion puppet. But what they do with Raising Arizona is they have it. He has been cut in half, like at the sort of the belly button mark, and he splits into two pieces, and then sort of fades away into the mist. So
and also.
That's your fucking your big finale, by the way. Like that's your big sort of like whoa, like big moment. It's just sort of this goofy sort of
big finale is when the kid gets on the bus and is like, "We're going to San Francisco.
We're going to San Francisco."
And also appearance by Sho Kosugi.
Oh, that's right. That's the best part with
the final fight with this. He sort of plays the mercenary. Swordsman to fight Rutger Hauer, and they get into a big sword fight in the spa, and a lamp falls in the hot tub, and then the fight over the hot tub. I don't know, and then somebody Sho Kosugi falls into the hot tub.
I don't know that dropping a lamp into a hot tub like that just turns the hot tub into sort of this electric, like this consistently electric pit of death, Like,
well, it looks like the lamp kind of broke too when it fell in there.
No, but I'm talking about in real life, like in the context of this movie. Yeah, I get it, But the thing is that when something like when the radio falls in the bathtub, or like in this case, like some kind of like big. Whatever, like neon fucking light or whatever, or just light falls into the hot tub like this. What usually happens is just a brief and powerful discharge of electricity. So it's just like bah, and then it's the electricity is grounded, and then somewhere else in the building, that sudden surge will get blocked by a breaker, and then
I see. So
like it only will be. If you're in the bathtub at that time and the thing falls inside, you'll get fucked up, but it's not like it turns the water into electric water and it remains like that, for as long as
well.
The light's
I'm gonna believe Blind Fury before I believe you.
Fair enough. I would too. I mean,
I'm sure Noyce did all his. I'm sure he did. He spoke. He consulted with electricians and
all right,
electrical engineers.
This light right here is going to fall into the hot tub, and then this fucking this yellow fella over here is going to fall into the
fucker.
Yeah, this yellow fucker. It's fucking gook.
Anyway, so yeah, Philip Noyce famously was a neo-Nazi. From Footscray, Melbourne, from the Footscray neighborhood of Melbourne, Australia, Victoria. So I don't know, like whatever. What do you give this fucking movie in terms of a rating?
I give it like a 1.5.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one. I don't have the heart to give it a 1. A 1.5 seems about right for this one. Whoever recommended this, who was this guy who recommended it to you?
It was a comic artist, Victor Cairo. He told me to watch it.
That's a pretty cool name. I mean, he's got that going for him.
Yeah, so yeah, he's got nothing to worry about. Just has to improve his taste in movies.
Well, what should we?
Bad suggestion, Victor. You've been called out.
What sort of movies can we recommend to Victor Cairo? The same kind of thing where it's like a white guy who's sort of learned like Western.
You know what else is like
Eastern shit?
It's another American movie about it's another American sort of version of like the samurai movie, which I also think is garbage. Is that Ghost Dog with
Forrest Whitaker?
Forrest Whitaker, and there's just something really retarded about it because in that, I mean, I'm just kind of remembering things, but I don't even think like he's using a sword. He uses a gun, but he kind of like he like moves the gun around and spins it around and acts like it's a sword. So he's like doing all this shit on top of a building in New York, and he just looks like a retard.
No, that's just like that's like your typical sort of like black autistic guy,
right?
Like if that movie had come out a few years later, he wouldn't be modeling himself after a samurai. He'd be modeling himself after Goku from Dragon Ball Z.
Right. Yeah, it comes off like that. Like I don't buy that Forrest Whitaker is using the power of the samurai to wield his gun.
Yeah.
And like he's like spinning it around in like weird ways before he shoots you.
Yeah.
Like that does anything.
you know what's a good sort of white guy does Chinese guy stuff
Right.
movie is Roadhouse.
Oh yeah.
Like because he is doing sort of like whatever, some sort of Tai Chi adjacent exercises, which implies
but also just like that movie's so brazenly like, look, we don't fucking care about anything here. We know this is just going to be fighting, just all fighting, and the fight sequence at the end between him and Ben Gazzara, like it's got to be like 20 minutes long. And it's just like you kind of are sort of like, I don't believe that Ben Gazzara, who at the time made Roadhouse, had to be like 68, and he's like fighting a 30-year-old Patrick Swayze in his mansion, and like the fight just goes on, and but that's kind of like what you're signing up for. Like this is the movie where these fights go on for hours.
I don't know. I mean, like I wouldn't say it has any more or less fighting than any other action movie. Like a Seagal, like, you know what I mean? Like Out for Justice or something like that. Like it feels pretty much, if you just took like the parts if you took like sort of the amount of emphasis that's given to the plot and the amount of emphasis given to the fights, like it just feels pretty par for the course. I just think it's
like there was like some sort of like with Out for Justice, you're having like a cop fighting a bad guy, and like, whereas the stakes in the Roadhouse movie are just like, oh, this guy's gonna sell the Roadhouse. Like it was just like, it wasn't anything like this guy's a bouncer at the Roadhouse, and like the concept isn't a big one. It's just about, this is a roadhouse that has like rednecks in it, and they're always fighting.
Yeah, and the one guy's got a knife in his boot, in the tip of his boot. Hold on, I got a cough. There we go. I got it.
Button.
Yeah, like Bob Euchre. Remember that story?
Yeah. Look at that trollop.
Yeah, look at that trollop over there. Oh, look at the tits on that trollop. Wow, he's balancing on the high wire. He's really doing a high wire act there. That's Howard Stern. What else is there? I mean, fuck. Do we just sort of like end it here? We're at 50 minutes. Is this a short episode about fucking? I guess that's all that really.
I don't know what else there is to say about it.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. We give it just 1.5 stars. Yeah. Sorry about that, Victor Skeletor. There, we got a. We don't really have a lot to say about Roadhouse.
There's better Rutger Hauer movies. There's better samurai movies to watch than this one.
Okay. Cool. Well. Thanks, everyone. This is the end of the episode. Goodbye.
Bye.